Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Diddy. The other day, TMZ and a whole bunch of publications, they did articles saying that on Diddy's birthday, he got caught out there in Fort Dix drinking the moonshine. The alcohol made by the inmates, they mix together Fanta, sugar, this, that, with the other. They let it ferment for a couple of days or weeks, and then it becomes wine or whatever it becomes, right? And they said Diddy got caught drinking it. Now, it was ironic that this story came out right after Diddy had claimed that, Trump was going to pardon him in 2026. Also, that this story came out right after he got what do you call it, granted his expedited appeal, right? So it's interesting that the story of him drinking alcohol came out at that point. Now listen, I don't always say this because unfortunately, and listen, shout out to the good correctional officers, right? But these correctional officers sometimes nurses in hospitals, when they have high profile people, they're willing to do anything to get clout and leak information. Whether the information is true or false, only those people are really going to know, right? The people involved are the only ones that really know. But in the R. Kelly case, a lot of correctional officers, which I think is deplorable, were leaking information to publications and bloggers about his situation, right? So anyway, let me share a screen so we could get more into this story, because Diddy's team is calling it fake news and all lies. So Sean Diddy Combs speaks out after allegedly being busted for drinking alcohol in prison. Sean Diddy Combs denied allegations that he was caught drinking alcohol while serving his prison sentence at the low-security Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institute in New Jersey. The rumors claiming Mr. Combs was caught with alcohol are completely false. The Bad Boy Records founders team wrote in a statement posted via X on Saturday. His only focus is becoming the best version of himself and returning to his family. So they did it under his account, but but it was not Diddy who physically wrote it. It was the team, who wrote it for him. I hate when these ads are going on in the background. The rumors claiming Mr. Combs was caught with alcohol are completely false. His only focus is becoming the best version of himself and returning to his family. Combs' team spoke out after he was accused of drinking a homemade alcohol recipe, which includes mixing and fermenting sugar, Fanta soda, and apples, TMC reported Friday. So maybe that turns into like wine. Maybe the people, instead of you buying your own little wine, you can do this little mixture here and see what it tastes like. Despite sources telling the outlet that the disgraced music mogul was in trouble with prison officials, an official for the prison claimed there was no information about the allegations. Here's what I'm sick of too. Every time they do a story on him, they say the disgraced music mogul. But when you see other stories about people that actually unalive people, even a story about that, what is it, Emmanuel Haro, when they do stories on his father, and his father actually pled guilty to taking his own child's life. They're not calling this man a monster. They're not leading the story with all of these derogatory words to describe him, right? It's just interesting to me that they always lead and call him disgrace, a monster, a sex fiend, or whatever. But I'll continue. Additionally, a rep for Combs told Page Six that he was focused on adjusting, working on himself, and doing better each day after relocating to the prison site last month. Additionally, a rep for Combs told Page Six that he was I read that already. My screen is jumping. As with any high-profile individual in a new environment, there will be many rumors and exaggerated stories throughout his time there, most of them untrue, the spokesperson said. We ask that people give him the benefit of the doubt, the privacy to focus on his personal growth with grace and purpose. Combs, 56, alleged that he was sober for the first time in 25 years, ahead of being sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison last month. I'm on a journey that will take time and hard work, and that is facts. He wrote in a letter to the judge, Iran Submaranian, I'm proud to say I'm working harder than I ever had before. I'm committed to the journey of remaining a drug-free, nonviolent, and peaceful person. I thank God that I'm stronger, wiser, clean, clear, and sober. God makes no mistakes. As part of his sentencing, Combs was also ordered to partake in mental health and substance abuse programs and pay a $500,000 fine, which I thought the fine was egregious too, because the average person who would have got charged with 2 counts of the Mann Act, there's nowhere on this earth they would have had to pay $500,000 as a fine. But let's continue. Combs was initially arrested in New York City in September 2024 and found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution in July. At the time, the Revolt co-founder was held without bail at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. Combs is expected to be released from prison on May 8, 2028. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this story. My overall thought is I do agree with them because of who he is, and they know that this situation and case is so high profile. There will be some exaggerated stories, right? I'm not at the Fort Dix out there in New Jersey. I don't know what did or did not happen, but I also know this, just in general, you have to be careful of the company you keep. There are some people that have no problem knowing that you are already in hot water, doing something to jeopardize your livelihood and get you in more hot water. And that's just in general in real life. I learned the hard way throughout my life, and I pray to God that my son does not, and that everybody that I could talk to and perhaps influence doesn't learn the hard way. When it comes to just everyday work situations, be careful and give everybody the side eye. Even the people you think you can trust, give them the side eye, because people are crawling and crimping their way to the top, and they don't care who they step on, what they do. And even if you think you're their so-called friend, they will step on your neck too, just to get to the top, to get a promotion that's 50 cents more than they're currently making. They don't care. They will take you down. So all I can say to Diddy is, why he's out there in Fort Dix, I think that his team, because listen, he's paying a lot of people, right? I think that his team should, on a weekly basis, have a image consultant come and speak with him, talk to him about, you know what, I don't care how friendly you get with these people, say nothing and trust no one. Say absolutely nothing. Everything needs to be generic. Good morning, I'm trying to do better, I love being here, and versus going to a different place. I don't want to jeopardize my being here in this place, and do his free Diddy class. See if he could do his free Diddy class to take up his time out there in the Fort Dix, like he did at the Metropolitan Detention Center out there in Brooklyn. Chat with me, people, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts on this story. Did you think it was fake and false from the beginning, or did you think there was a smidgen of truth in the story? Either way, his team has spoken out. He said, I'm good, I didn't do it, and I'm going to roll with the words out of his mouth and his team mouth, that it was all lies, a made-up story that somebody put out there because they wanted some clout. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.